Alright, I've been pretty quiet for a while now. This is like the most quietest stream I've ever made. It's been like, I've been quiet for the past over an hour and a half now? So, yeah. There are, I mean, there's a lot that I've covered here, but like, another thing I want to point out, well, there are things I do want to point out, um, so somebody, not saying names, somebody said that I was so dang desperate and have some obsession. Well, here's the thing. If I'm so quote unquote desperate or obsessed, then how come if you see this description right here, you see the word before, look at the top paragraph. Look at this top paragraph right here. If I'm so quote unquote desperate or have such a serious obsession, then how come I'm not saying the full name? That's just a little nickname. Like, look at the word between living and does on the first sentence of that first paragraph. Like, why don't I say the full name instead, I could, but then that would bring more attention. It would notify someone, and then, yeah. So, like, honestly, I don't understand how that person found that other channel. So, and I didn't even mention her like actual channel name like once. And that word of WOLF, that it's not like a slur or anything like that, I don't think, I'm not sure if someone said that or not, but or like Polish WOLF, it literally was just a nickname. It wasn't misrepresenting a particular character that we all know who we're talking about at this point, but I'm not saying names. So, because I actually am not desperate and I don't have an obsession. One, I don't have an obsession with liking the particular person. Because, so what? I did videos of that character, like every now and then, That doesn't mean I'm obsessed, It was just like a little side hobby, bro, like people literally thought, like people still think that I'm loving that person or trying to get with that person. It's just like, bro, dude. Bro, you act like I'm trying to be that person's boyfriend. Oh, heck no. Heck no. No. And when I'm 50 and look back on stuff like that, I'm not gonna want to die. Actually. Honestly, that's literally like in 30 years. I'll be like 50 in 30 years, so that's a long time. And honestly, I probably will have different life priorities by then, so in cases like this, I probably will forget about. So, unlikely scenario. And over time in life, you do tend to forget things every now and then. I think. I'm not saying like. Some people, they do have that and become serious, like cognitive dissonance. Not everyone has that though, but like, you do forget other things in life, you know. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about obsessions or whatever. And also another thing, speaking of a particular channel where I made particular videos of melting, stretching, or whatever you want to call it, it's not, first off, it's not kinky, it's not suggestive, there's no suggestive message behind it, there's no hint of that. Bro, it literally is a clean, decent cartoon, bro. Imagine being so, imagine being, I think what's funny, you know what's kind of funny is that, how, I mean, my intentions are clear when it comes to content. Just make cool, unique, creative, clean content. You know, that's literally my premise. That's literally why I do make content, you know. Is it to try and fall in love with somebody because I'm desperate? No. Wrong. Why do I make content? Well, because I make content because I think it's cool. I think about it. Hey, and then I'm like, I think about it. This is like my mind process. You know, it's like, hey, there's this idea I want to do. Okay? And then, like, what is the idea? Then I explain the idea, and then I'm like, okay, will it work? Yes, no. But then, like, okay, I'll give it a try, you know. Is it the greatest thing ever? No. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either, you know. And the thing is, you know, everyone has, like, ideas. Good and bad ideas, you know. So, I'm not saying my ideas are bad, though, but, like, what I'm trying to say is my intentions are not to be perverse. Contrary to popular opinion, my content is not suggestive, explicitly or implicitly. I've said this like what, 100 times? I mean, like, how many times do I have to say it? Like, get it through your thick head. Like, bro, like, there's literally no, I mean, if you honestly, wait a second. If you think, melting, stretching, or transforming into some inanimate object or whatever, you know, like, these are literally cartoon effects. Like, this kind of stuff, like, happens in, like, literal cartoons, you know, like, kind of often, you know, and, like, and it's not, is there any actual message behind it? Say the full word. No, I'm not gonna say the full axial word. I intentionally say it like that because, well, I prefer decency over vulgarity. So at least I try to be appropriate because, well, I am actually a Christian. Like, I'm not a bad person, okay? I'm not off killing people or inciting violence against people or making death threats or anything like that. And you know what's crazy is that some people have actually done that to me. Like, some people tried making death threats to me, actually, you know. I think a while back, uh, I think it was like summer 2024, actually, so not that long ago. I think someone, uh, literally made like a death threat just of like wanting to kill me with an AK-47. Now, I'm not making this up. This is an actual, I kid you not, this actually happened. Like, a while back, someone made a death threat and saying, I'm gonna kill your family and your pets with an AK-47. Like, someone actually said that to me. And you wanna know why? It's because I drew Mangle flattened and was a girl. He literally, so basically, the reason why that person made that death threat on me and my whole family was because I drew Mangle as a girl. I mean, really? Really? Bro. And he was like one of the people that, Mangle's a man, or like, bro, like, who cares about Mangle's, like, debate? I mean, like, most people in the FNAF community view Mangle as female, including myself. Plus, isn't Mangle, like, in the ladies' night section of the FNAF 2 game? I mean, coincidence? I think not. uh, I just made an Incredibles reference there. I like that movie, The Incredibles. It's about a superhero family, you know, trying to live regular lives, you know. So it's a pretty good movie. I like it. I haven't seen it in a while. I'd have to watch it. Uh oh. Also another thing. I did not pay people to make hate art of that particular Polish person. You know, not saying names because I'm not desperate. I mean, I'm not. What do you call? Wait, what's the one term where? Wait a second. What's that one term of what do you call a person who wants attention, like seeks like attention and is like desperate for attention? A cloud chaser. Yeah, that's the term. Yeah, I'm not a cloud chaser. Because I don't care for popularity. I mean, I'm not really that popular, so I don't care for it anyway. I mean, who cares about popularity? I don't care for fame, you know. You know, like seriously, I just just all I want to do is just pray, read, go to college, get good grades, get a good job, and pray about it, you know, and make clean content, you know. That's not suggestive, despite how some people claim. I mean, bro, uh, it really is absurd, but like that's what I want. It's like I don't want anything complex. I just want to get good grades in college. Uh, I just want to get good grades in college, pray and read, make clean content, and live for the Lord. You know, and live for God and live holy, pure, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, simple as that. I'm not some weird, perverse, mentally ill person who's trying to secretly get people to love me or anything like that. And like, no, 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 I'm not like that at all. I mean, that's just uh honestly, who cares about accents anyway? Like, who cares about people's accent, you know? Like, I mean, how you talk is because of where you're from, how you were raised, you know, and that kind of thing. So, and like anyone can do an impression, you know, like, and just because you're born in one country doesn't mean you can't do a accent, if you will, or voice impression of a person from another country. I mean, is that like some like international law that you can't do that, otherwise you'll be arrested? Probably not. I don't know. I'm not. I don't work with NATO, you know, or the national. No wait, what's NATO stand for again? Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization. Yeah, I'm not affiliated with that organization. I don't think that's an international. I mean, law. I don't think it's an international law to, hey, you can't do this accent from this country because you're not from that country. I mean, like, oh no, what's that? Some kind of international law? No. Like, look, say for example, I wanted to do some kind of Russian impression a little bit. No. I mean, like, just because, but wait, I'm an American though. But you're American, like, bro, so what? Just because I'm an American doesn't mean I can't do a a Russian accent, you know. Ever heard of voice acting? That's a thing, by the way. I mean, it's lasted for, what, like over 100 years or something? Yeah. I mean, it goes pretty far back. So, but anyway, like, what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to be Russian to do a Russian accent. So, and I'm an American, you know. I mean, so what? I mean, you don't have to be an American to do an American accent, you know. I mean, I don't have to be German to have a German accent, you know. It's not, I mean, it's not something that, like, it's not something that you're bound to, like, oh, you have to only do American accent because you're born American. Like, what? No, not necessarily. I mean, I already live in America, so I don't need to, I don't need to be Russian to to make a voice impression of a Russian, you know? You get what I'm saying. You get the idea. So, what else did I wanted to say? Also, oh yeah, also, I don't want to be with, I don't want to be tucked down by a bad wolf with some Polish accent. I mean, like, what? I mean, I know that is as messed up as it sounds. Like, what the heck? I mean, that sounds like an abusive relationship. Like, I don't want an abusive relationship. Like, I'm not gonna let someone just beat me up and degrade me and be like, oh, this person's such a good friend to be with. I mean, like, what? I mean, that's literally abusive. Like, that's like sadistic behavior. Like, being sadistic is literally enjoying your own suffering. And I do not enjoy my own suffering. Suffering is terrible. I mean, who wants to suffer? Certainly I don't, that's for sure. Nobody does. So I don't want to be tucked down by someone who is a jerk. Like, that is just messed up. I mean, like, that is just so messed up. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I mean, like, seriously, I don't want a relationship with that person anyway. Not like love relationship. Not like that. Heck no. And I don't lust after people either. Nope. So, I feel like there's something else that I want to say, but I forget. It's like something at the tip of my tongue. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, also in terms of animation walking, I did not zoom in on, whoa. How do I put this? How do I say it in a way that's specific but not vulgar? You know, how do I put this? Someone said that a video of mine that is, well, dead, and as in, like, you know, kick the bucket, removed, gone. Someone said that one animation was, they zoomed in on the bleep. Yeah. Like, in the chest, like on the chest. Like, they said a word that rhymes with Ritz, you know. I'm not gonna say the other word. It's like the T word that rhymes with wit. They said it was like, it zoomed in on the Ritz. I'm just gonna say Ritz. I'm not gonna say the T word that rhymes with it because That's literally perverted. That's like joking about the private body parts. That, ugh, disgusting. Ew. Ew, gross. I mean, bro, I am not like that at all. I mean, like, what in the world? And people say how I'm mentally ill or not alright in the head. That's ironic. Bro, says people who literally try to make, or says people who try to make a decent cartoon, like, oh no, it's perverted. Somehow it's perverted, even though there's no proof of that. Oh no. Like, that, if anyone is desperate, it's the people who are trying to say how my stretchy melty arts are somehow suggestive, even though there's literally no hint of that whatsoever. Like, they literally just try making up some definition just to justify being perverted. Like, wait a second. You know, one, it's not my intention to make stuff like that, because two, I never make stuff like that, ever. I never did, because three, there's no hint of that whatsoever in my content, and four, the only reason why people believe that, falsely by the way, is because they've been lied to by others. It's a whole scam. It's a hoax. I mean, like, it's so ridiculous. Like, it's, what do you call it? It's there's a logical error that fits that kind of description. I call it, no wait, it's called the straw man fallacy. You know, a fallacy is an error in logic. So what's a straw man fallacy, Isaiah? Well, a straw man fallacy is basically reaching for something that's not there, you know. Like, it's reaching for straws, you know, but you'll never get what you're looking for because it's not there, you know. So that's, I mean, the straw man fallacy, it's the straw man fallacy, it's a logical error of basically looking for something that isn't there, you know. It's like you're like, and despite there's nothing there that they're looking for, that they're still looking for that thing, you know, by, you know, trying to come up with reasons that something that isn't there is there, you know, or grasping straws. Like, they're straw manning. You see what I get? You see what I'm getting at? So, and the whole claim of my arts are kinky or whatever is a straw man fallacy, because if you actually have seen some of my content, you know, you'll see that it's actually not suggestive. Like, zero, you know, none, zilch, nothing. You know, like, and people try to say, oh, but it's like perverted somehow. Like, is it prioritizing body parts? No. Is it revealing of body parts? No. Is it causing perverted arousal? No. Then it's not kinky. So, there's no hint of that whatsoever. So, and it's not also, there's another video that this character that I often drew rode on a motorcycle and went through a loop, you know, like a Hot Wheels loop, like a stunt, like a riding around in a loop, you know. But then the person who made the original character, she was like, well, it's a great LUBE for me. Like, I was like, what? I have never heard that term before. Like, what is that? You know, like, but then I looked it up in slang terms, and eventually it basically means stirring up perverted arousal in women's private chest areas. I'm like, ew, like, heck no. No, it's not. Like, what? That is, oh my goodness, bro. Oh, no, no. It is not an LUBE for me when I make content like that. It's not. I mean, like, see, like, it's not. I don't do it for perverted arousal. Like, I don't get that. Like when I make content like that. Like, heck no. I mean, see, I mean, like, bro. And people say how I'm pervert, bro. You're the one that's trying to call something decent perverted. I mean, you say how I'm desperate, but yet you dive so deep, like so deep into my arts, trying to look for something that's suggestive, like one, like trying to always, like, say this and this, and it's like, there's nothing there. I mean, you have nothing. You have nothing to offer. You're straw manning. You're looking for something that isn't there, you know? And you're the one that's desperate and has an obsession with being perverse. Because, like, because people keep joking about the F word and saying the ASS word and saying the Lord's name in vain, saying God's name in vain, saying the SH word and saying all my stuff is bleep, bleep, bleep. And I'm like, no, it's not, whatever. I mean, like, bro, if you talk like that, I mean, you're honestly a pervert. Because what comes out of the mouth defiles the heart. Let's put it that way. I mean, you have a perverse heart if you're talking like that. Ugh. Bro. But wait, don't worry, they're Catholic, so it's absolutely okay. You're right. Bro, I mean, like, oh look, another Catholic. Oh, okay. And then that same person, like, ends up cussing later, like, a lot. Why am I not surprised? I've seen this before, bro. Honestly, if I was paid like $10 every time I saw live streams like that cussing, like if I was paid for every time I heard a cuss word on a live stream like that, I would be pretty rich. I would have like a higher financial net worth income. Like, that's how rich I would be. Because, I mean, they cuss a lot, and it's like, in live streams like that, and like, it's just, and I mean, how is that not immature? Like, how is cussing not immature? I mean, one, it's wrong. Two, it's sin, because three, God literally commanded people to not use his name in vain. Also, you know what's funny? This is something that I've been thinking, is like, I mean, cussing is not funny. I mean, it's gross, but like, you know what would be funny is if someone said the Lord's name in vain, but then the Lord would show up and be like, "You called?" "Oh, no, it was nothing." And he could be like, I mean, you said my name, you said my name, so do you need me for anything?" No, no. And then the Lord could be like, well, you said my name in vain, but you did not need me, so why are you saying my name in vain? Like, did I not command you that you shall not take my name in vain? For those who will use it in vain will not be held guiltless. I feel like that would be a funny scenario to play out if that happened. That'd actually be funny if that happened, I mean, because, hey, the Lord walked on water, so, because, like, when Jesus was on the earth, he did phenomenal things, like, things we can't grasp, like, raising from the dead, raise Lazarus from the dead, and even walking on water, and feeding the 5,000, like, with a few, like feeding the 5,000, like, he did not have much, like, Jesus and his fellow apostles, like, he did not have much fish and bread to feed 5,000. Like, it wasn't enough. Like, even one of his apostles was saying that, and the Lord's like, give it to me, and then, and then he thanked God for it, he blessed it, and then he multiplied the fish and loaves so much so that every one of the 5,000 was filled with food. So, and none of them starved. Now that is very something. It's like even the Lord walked on water, you know, and it's like even Jesus walked on water when he was on earth, and it's like, how does he do that? You know, like it's like unbelievable. It's like, you know, like how does he do that? You know, because he's God. He was man and God. You know, he was flesh and spirit. He was divine and also flesh. He was God made flesh. You know, so it really is interesting. You know, and you know, and like honestly, just knowing that, you know, and just you know being reminded that you know through him's eternal salvation, everything is like I love Jesus. You know, like he's my savior, and like I trust him so much, you know, like I don't know where I would be without him, you know. So I mean, go ahead, call me an obsessive Christian all you want, but like I'm gonna follow and live by what the Bible says, you know. So and like I won't be like you cannot make me change my mind, you know, even if my life depended on like like even if I would to die, you know, like this may sound dramatic, but like even if I was like held at gunpoint and the person that was gonna shoot me dead was like, deny Christ as your savior and I'll let you live, I'll be like, no. I would rather die believing in Christ than living my life without Christ. So, yeah. And I would. I would. I mean, hopefully the rapture happens before I die, you know, but like whatever comes first. So, and whether I mean, yeah. Okay, anyway, that got really personal. I mean, it's good though. It's a good reminder. It's a good reminder of what to look forward to, and that's heaven, by the way. So, I what else was I gonna say? Was I gonna say anything else? I've said a lot for a while now. Um, yeah, I did not pay people to make hate art of Wolf, and that one video where that Polish person and a little bit were flattened in events, you know, that was the artwork was made by a friend of mine. I mean, that was not hate art, you know. It did not encourage uh death and pain on that person, you know, because it was just like a fun idea. It was just a silly cartoon effect, you know. It didn't mean nothing, you know. It was just a cartoon effect. I mean, like, yeesh, like talk about taking it the wrong way. And I'm not trying to flatter that Polish person into liking me. Like, no, I'm not after that. I don't. I mean, which it turns out that that Polish person admitted that, like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, okay, okay. I mean, I can live with that. I mean, if you don't care about me, I mean, that's alright, you know. Yeesh. People act like I love that person or something. I don't. uh, I mean, I still pray, you know, for my friends and enemies, you know. So, I mean, even I still pray for that person despite all that's happened. So, but like, I mean, you have to pray for your enemies. Like the Bible says, you know, like to pray for your enemies. And it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, you know. And like, even, it's like, you mean I have to pray for these people? You mean I have to pray for cussing people to, you know, repent? Like, I mean, it's hard. It's hard doing it, you know. Like, I mean, I still do actually. I still do pray for my friends and my enemies alike, you know. Like, even my enemies, even people who cussed me out or called me perverse, which I'm not, by the way. I mean, how many times do I have to say my content was never suggestive anyway? How many times do I have to say that? Like, I've already said that earlier, but man, dude, I think bro, and also the person that I've been mostly talking about in particular was like, said like, I'm angrily quoting the Bible. Like, bro, I mean, I'm allowed to be mad, be angry, but do not sin. So, I mean, I hate sin. And who cares about all the alts or other channels or whatever you want to call it, you know? I mean, like, that was never the main point anyway. That was like, uh, it's just was like really distracting. Like, that's not the main point. You know, that was like completely, it was like nothing but a waste of time and counterintuitive. It was no, not counterintuitive. It was counterproductive. Yeah, it was nothing but a waste of time. Like, that wasn't even the main point. Ha! Main point. What's so funny about that, you ask? Well, this may sound shocking. Maybe not, I don't know. But this person from Poland that I'm talking about in particular, not saying names, because I am not obsessed, I'm not desperate, this person tried guessing where I live. And she said they concluded that I lived in the U.S. state of Maine. Bro. Wait. They tried guessing where I live? They tried guessing which state I lived in. Well, and then that Polish person was cheering one of her friends on, like, yeah, beat them up. Like, what? Bro. You say how, bro, you're literally encouraging physical harassment against me. I mean, like, that is wild, bro. But you attacked me or whatever, bro. I don't want to hear it. You're the one literally encouraging other people to physically attack me in real life. I mean, I don't even wish that on that person. Like, what? Also, I'm not gonna let myself get beat up. Like, do they think like I'm weak or something? Because let me tell you, I am not physically weak. I actually am strong, so I mean, I bench press over like 200 pounds, so, and my strength is a gift from God, so, and plus, I mean, I'm strong, so, and plus God is with me, so, I mean, remember the story of David and Goliath? What's funny is that Goliath was stronger than David, right? Like, Goliath was a giant, you know. David, he was just kind of small, you know. I mean, I bet he was somewhat strong, you know. I can imagine that, but like not as strong as Goliath, you know, in physical stature. I think, you know what's funny is that story, one of my favorite Old Testament Bible stories. I really like that one. Is that what's funny is that Goliath is stronger than David, but in the end, David beats Goliath and cuts off his head. Because God was with David, and David gave credit to God for that. So, yeah, if stranger people are gonna try to fight me, you know, I mean, if cussing, weird, creepy predators or something like that try to attack me and fight me, if God's with me, then who can be against me, you know? So, Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, like, I mean, yeah, good luck with that, bro. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I actually don't wish them luck because that would be giving them too much credit. So, yeah, that would, if you think you're gonna beat me in that, I don't think so. I'm quite strong myself, so, and I don't take it for granted either. Otherwise, that would be selfish on my part, you know. So, and yeah, I mean, God could just give me more strength if I'm in danger and someone's gonna attack me. It's like, you know, God can give me extra strength and I could be like, pow, like beat him, you know. I mean, hey, he did that with David. God gave David strength to beat Goliath, you know, who Goliath was stronger than David, but then God gave strength to David and David overcome Goliath. So the same thing could happen with me if I encountered a weird, sick, perverse person who tried to uh physically mess me up, you know. So don't mess with God's people. Do not mess with God's people. I mean, we all know what happened with the Exodus, right? How the Egyptians killed the Hebrew babies and God's people and enslaved them. Yeah, you know what happened to the Egyptians when they tried chasing the Hebrews after letting them go? They got drowned by God in the Red Sea. And the remnants of the chariots that are there to this day relate to that. If you look it up. So I'm just saying I'm just saying if you're I mean you better be careful. You better be careful because I mean if you do any bad stuff to me, you know, as someone who actually is Christian, you know, because I actually live by it, you know, I don't say I'm Christian just to say I'm Christian, you know, like, well, and it's like, it's funny, it's like how I mentioned that, and then everyone else is like, oh, wait, I'm Catholic too. No, wait, I'm Christian too. No, wait, I'm Catholic too. Oh, wait. So suddenly everybody's Catholic or Christian or whatever? Bro, I mean, what makes one a Christian? I mean, living by it, praying, actually praying and prioritizing that, being committed to that, you know? Uh, yeah, I mean, like, uh, bro, don't call yourself Christian. You're gonna not live like one, honestly. Excuse me. And also, what was I was talking about, what was I talking about also? Oh yeah, people trying to find out where I live. Yeah. Um, they, the Polish person in particular, which I'm not saying her name, not saying names, you know, because I'm not desperate for attention or whatever. They guessed that I lived in the U.S. state of Maine to fight me or something like that, or break down my door or something like that, bro. um, you know what's funny, actually, is that if you're gonna look for me in Maine, if you're gonna look for where I live in the U.S. state of Maine, you won't find me because I actually don't live in that state. You dope. uh, uh, thanks for reminding me not to give you my address. Yeah. Nice try though. That was a pretty good guess, but I don't live in the US state of Maine. So, Well, what state do you live in? What American state do you live in? I'm never gonna tell you. uh, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Why should I tell you? uh, yeah, I'm not sadistic. I don't enjoy my own suffering. So, yeah. And United States is a big country. It's a big country, so, yeah. I'll never tell you what state I live in. So, also another thing, I'm not a dumb Alec. I'm not gonna say that other term because that's bad, but like, I'm not a dumb Alec because, yes, I used to have my full in real life name on YouTube. Like, even before the situation took place. But the thing is, like, I didn't know all this drama would happen beforehand, you know? I mean, other people have had their in real life name on YouTube before, so it's not like a dumb move. Not really. So, but then eventually I changed to just my regular name because, well, having my full real life name on YouTube just seems like too counterproductive anyway. So, just follow the simple things. So, and I'm not dumb either. Pretty smart. I know a lot of things, so. So, and I'm not obsessed with hating or liking or anything like that. No obsession whatsoever with anything, so. So, I mean, I think I've pretty much covered everything. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to add here. There's nothing else to add here. I don't think so. And oh yeah, I think there's one more thing I wanted to say actually. I actually do go outside. Actually, I'm not just on my phone all day. Like, I work out and do college, and go on errands every now and then, and I touch snow. I touch snow. I can't touch grass because I touch snow. It's still like winter weather over here where I'm at, so. But, yeah. So, and I'm not any cuss word term either. I rebuke it. Nope. I rebuke it. I don't accept that garbage. Nope. Heck with cussing. Heck with that. Nope. Be gone. So, I mean, whoever said that I had to live with such labels like that anyway? Okay, no one said that, but like I don't have to live like that, I don't have to let people define who I am. I define who I am. So, not some strange people who want to give me a bad time. Anyway, I think that's a wrap. Well, living on with my life because I already do have a life, so. Hey, at least I don't have to worry about copyright this time, so. Toodles.